Folks, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. I'll explain. Number one, it's absolutely free. Means you don't pay a dime out of pocket. Number two, you can use creation tools to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, like I'm doing with my phone. Number three, if you want to hear it on multiple platforms, Anchor can do that for you. So you can hear it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, among others. And the thing is, you can make money without anybody listening. As little as that. And everything you need to do is to make a podcast is all here. To get started, please download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. You'll be glad you did.
Today's win. If you'd like to start with an opening statement, we'll go into questions from our media members on the call.
Yeah, just proud of our football team. Proud of our finish. So many guys contributed to today's victory. It was just great to see. Really just comprehensive. I defensively played the run great, which is what they do best. Offensively, what can you say about, again, Van Dyke and to see Hartley and Rambo set records that have stood for a long time and probably will stand for a long time. It's just great testament to everything we're doing on offensively, and I've got to give the offensive line credit. Blocking Tyler, had all day back there a bunch of times, and just like I said, I'm just really happy for the effort that our guys came out with today. Again, it's as a coach, see it 12 weeks out of 12, guys are bringing it, playing for each other. A lot of love in that locker room right now. It's a great scene for who we are, celebrating who we are as a team. So with that, I'll open up for questions.
Good morning. Manny, post-game presser, likely his final post-game presser as Hurricane coach after 47-10 rout of Duke yesterday up in Durham, North Carolina. I want to give you my take on the game. Dominant in all three phases. Not one turnover yesterday. We got the chain out once. We held Duke to 62 yards total rushing and 212 to a little over 210 yards total offense yesterday. In fact, it was 220 yesterday almost. Everything was clicking. See, after that first quarter when we give up the long kick return for a TD. After that, 37-0 the rest of the way. It was 10-3 at that point. From there on, we outscored Duke 44 to 10 the rest of the way. I say 44-0 the rest of the way. When you talk about the dominance yesterday, it was in all three phases. Let's not kid ourselves. Anyone that says it wasn't is just kidding themselves. You look at that, it was just total domination yesterday. The team you're supposed to be. This team was winless going into the game yesterday in ACC play. You can't fault the effort. The effort was there. Everything was there in all three phases yesterday. They got the field goal. Other than the kick, on the kick for the TD. We give up the TD after that. But after that, it was like, wow. Everything clicked. It was a solid all-around effort, like I said, in all three phases yesterday. Now I want to give out the report card. Offense, I'm going to give an A. TVD, 34 for 49, 381 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Another solid performance yesterday. And he spread the ball around yesterday. Rambo, 8 for 101. Harley, 13 catches. What a game for him yesterday. 96 yards. Jacoby, 3 for 80. Will, 3 for 34. X, 2 for 30. Rooster, 3 for 29. And we got the other guys in there. Rashad, Key, and Mello 13. I mean, everything worked yesterday. Everything worked yesterday. Defensively, I'm going to give an A as well. You hold Duke to 62 yards rushing and only allow 157 yards in the air yesterday. And you get the turnover. Excuse me. Sorry about that. You get the turnover chain out. Everybody did their job. I mean, Corey has 7 tackles, 4 solo. Marcus 5 tackles, 4 solo as well. Tay 3 solo out of 5 total tackles. I mean, DJ had a sack. Key had a sack also. LT had a sack. I mean, we were sacked their quarterback 3 times yesterday. And the good job is everybody contributed to yesterday. Everybody. Special teams, I'm going to give a B because we give up the long touchdown return. But aside from that, from the Simpson touchdown we allow on the kickoff, basically, let's be honest, I don't think Lou punted yesterday. In fact, Lou took the day off yesterday. I think we had Matthias in there, Nelson on the punch yesterday. Andy 4 for 4 on field goals, and also on extra points. Cam also got an extra point in there. Everybody got the job done. Everybody did their job and got the W that way. Now it's time for the game balls. My first game ball goes to Tyler Van Dyke. 34-49, 381 yards, 3 touchdowns, QBR 77.6. My second game ball is going to go to Mike Harley. A record 13 catches for almost 100 yards, 7.4 average. Third game ball goes to Charleston Rambo. 8 receptions, 101 yards, 2 touchdowns. What an effort there. And I'm going to give my last game ball to the entire defense. 3 sacks, a total of 219 yards of offense allowed yesterday. Total domination yesterday by the defense. So that they're going to get a game ball as well. Now, our next game is, who knows? We'll know that next Sunday. And of course, we all know about, like I said in the beginning of this podcast, the Manny watch is now on. Yesterday was likely his last post-game presser has Miami coach. Who knows where that goes. Hopefully we'll know more about that midweek coming up as I record this podcast on Sunday, November 28th, 2021. Uncertain future on what happens there. We're looking for a new one. I could talk more about that probably in a later pod this week when break developments warrant. So next pod is, you'll have to keep looking. Who knows when it'll be. We'll be in touch. Win or lose, go Canes.